Yeah, you're on stage. I just can't hear what you're saying. Anyways, hello, folks. Sai Queen Sonica. So, with the MCE cult, it's just getting worse. Now they're accusing poor Autumn of her faking her seizures when we provided multiple hand, manual, and digital receipts proving otherwise. But these are the same kind of people that are supporting people like this.
All right, Marty.
You don't know who Darren really is.
All I know in my side of this mess is he was convicted in 1980 something.
You
He's older
don't
than.
know who Darren is. He's the Messiah.
So if you don't know who Darren is, Marty pretended to be a sex offender from Pacific Grove, California, and thought it was funny to steal his identity so that real person can actually turn around and sue his ass.
A fucking Messiah, my ass. How would you know if he's a damn Messiah or not?
I don't even have a fucking clue.
Well, if you were simply passed the torch, since your community loves it so much, why the hell keep it going?
I like raping babies. You want to rape some babies? What's wrong with that?
That's sick. What the hell, dude?
What's wrong with raping babies?
It's disgusting. What the fuck?
I couldn't get a girlfriend, so I raped her, and everybody got mad at me. I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with raping babies? I kind of raped my baby sister.
So you raped your own baby fucking sister?
Yeah?
Why would you do that? That's a girl's life, taken away. Right there.
Why would you do something like that? Are you trying to ruin my future?
Why would you do something like that?
I was just joking.
I know. I figured.
I didn't do nothing.
Uh-huh, you're trying to twist my head around, is what you're doing.
Why would you call me stupid?
Why would you try to call me stupid when you know I'm fucking smarter than you think?
What are you gonna do to us?
What are you gonna do to me? And us all. That is the question.
Is that a challenge? You wanna go to prison?
What offer are you implying, buddy?
We'll meet one of these days. We're gonna meet.
Yeah, right. You all listen to fucking Draco anyway. His bullshit ass
Yeah,
cat.
I was the one that did the call. Me and Darren were just sitting right there doing it. I'll give you Darren's address. Deal?
Darren's address for what? What do I get out of this?
I've always fantasized about killing niggers.
How about I raise the stakes on you?
You ever killed anybody?
How about I raise the stakes? How
Is that a
about
challenge?
that is a fucking challenge. Wanna bet?
Right now.
My challenge to you.
I'm gonna go to prison. I'm gonna join the Aryan Brotherhood.
I've never been to prison. I'm an innocent on this shit.
Why don't you just love me?
Why would I love you? You're pathetic.
Yeah, we did that to your parents. Yeah, we said some
Don't
pretty
bring
crazy
my
shit. Did you hear it?
yeah. Don't bring up my parents.
Before I go to jail, I'm gonna go to your parents' house.
That's what you think.
I'm calling the Chicago Police Department, reporting you right now.
Yeah, that's Chicago. You don't even know where I live, dumbass. So try
You
me.
don't know who Darren really is.
Yeah, we do.
Justin give me up.
You're just his pawn in this mess.
You wanna kill him?
What are you gonna do about it, cockbite?
You wanna go to prison?
Do you?
We're not scared of you. We just don't wanna go to prison.
I'll send you to fucking prison, bitch. I'll send you right back where you came from.
I don't know.
You all
You're
I
not
know
gonna
were
find us.
convicted. So, since you're
You're not gonna
convicts,
find us.
do you want to go back? Then stop assaulting gold keys.
How do you know my address?
Hmm.
How do you know it's my IP address?
I would fucking know. I just fucking know. Now, get out of here.
Yeah?
Get out of
Yeah, we're
here.
gonna kill some niggers. I've always fantasized about killing niggers.
Yeah, you're being a white crack ass racist. I bet you're on fucking heroin. Get the hell out of here.
My baby sister. Fucking pussy.
You're a pussy, bitch.
Yeah?
Since I know you love making shit up about people.
What?
Yeah, I know you forged the fucking evidence, sent it to Creedy, and
Your daughter's
then
pretty hot.
pinned Creedy back on cold keys.
He's gonna protect me.
No, bitch.
You don't wanna join our organization?
Why would I join you?
It gets me off just seeing people hurt. I'm hiding out.
And why do you think I don't give you any fucking attention?
I don't even have a fucking clue.
I don't give you attention because your community's trash.
Yeah.
Ew.
What about it?
Your community's being trash. Ew.
Why? I didn't do
Your,
nothing.
your pranks are dumb.
I
Ew.
was just joking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've heard of them. I used to
Talk
prank
about
call them a lot.
talk about sick jokes. Ew. I could do better than that.
What's wrong with raping babies?
Yeah, you're a psycho. We get it.
Why?
What? You're a psycho. We get it. Does it look like I give a fuck?
You ever killed anybody?
Your mom.
Why do you think that?
Buddy, you shouldn't have been born. Go back to hell.
What are you gonna do to us?
Send you straight back to fucking hell where you belong.
Yeah?
Is that a fucking challenge, buddy?
Is that a challenge?
Is that a challenge?
Deal?
Come at me with all you've got.
I didn't make the call.
You're the one
Pussy.
sitting there doing stupid shit all the time. Do you have a brain even? Are you brain dead?
I was just joking.
Uh-huh, you're using a soundboard. Are you brain dead? Hello, is there a real Marty in there or just a fucking fake robotic
Pussy.
bitch? Hmm.
Yes, your ears are not fooling you. And yet some people want to call Marty Mouse Militia innocent after all that. I tell you, the crazy shit that people hold on to power, they do this shit. Let's not forget, Marty Mouse Militia went through all that just to frame people as pedophiles when it's actually him doing all it. So as you can see here, he started his bullshit with a lot of the people that were in Koki's server at the time mentioning about raping babies and that kind of shit. Like, who does that? And then makes these people feel uncomfortable. And then he had the nerve to say, "Oh, we're not gonna get caught, are we?" Etc. 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 Read it. Like, really? This guy has the nerve to call people pedophiles, and the people that support him and call him innocent. But we know it's the other way around. And then frames Cold Keys for making death threats when it was actually Mark doing it. And then he gets all defensive when he gets backed into the corner by me, Bearwalker, Shiro, and a few others also. And then calls him a baby raper. Like, do you have any evidence of him or anybody else doing the stuff that you accuse us for when it's actually you doing it? That looks real nice. Looks real nice. Oh, but here he says, quote, "I have so much juice on you, MFer. I bet I can have your behind arrested on 16 fixed just charges in less than 5 minutes. I got 2 or 3 cops that are helping him do it. Charles Creed, 27th April 2021, 9:48 p.m. EST." So these people, you read that right, these people are bragging law enforcement to lie for them. How pathetic you gotta be. And then when they get backed into a corner, they spew all these lies. They spew all these lies just to hold on to power. It's really pathetic. And then this guy going on impersonating Koki's a year later after this. Like, we know damn well it was you, Marty, that impersonated him saying all that nasty shit. And then using soundboards and dead people's identities like Charles Creed. Guy died last century, early last century. As well as Darren. The guy died a couple. Actually, no, he's alive. But guy's a sex offender. But the fact that you want to go out of your way to impersonate dead people, sex offenders, serial killers, and all that in between. What does this say about you. What does it say about us, the victims? It actually means that you are the one doing the crimes and acting it out on other people, especially Kolkis and I. But this is how all that shit started. And these people that are currently slandering us believe these lies. Like, if you really wanted to be friends like you stated here, why attack somebody and then sexually harass him and their friends too? So spare me on your question. Please, please, please. Anyways, we fast forward to about a year later. And sorry if the format is in the US dating format. They're weird and they have put the month first. They say, oh, and this is another person that they claim is innocent. Read it. I mean, seriously? Claims it was in real life, but it actually wasn't. I mean, seriously, that's just some mess. Oh, I can zoom in further. I mean, you've got to be really stupid to admit stuff like this and say it. And I kind of knew this person was a creep because he would send me stuff like this. And insisting I use that as a profile picture. So Dominic is known for at first he was known for saying that about the 15-year-old girl, saying that he raped it. And now he was currently posting his own news, which it is illegal for him to do that. He has been exposed by many other people and called out, and I even contacted his police department last year and in 2023. But we have a certain Clay Pots member, or whatever the hell he wants to call himself, defends this person. And sorry that the screenshots cannot fit, but I'm trying to get every bit of the screenshot I can show. But is this really what you guys want to stand up for anymore? It's you guys, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And you've admitted it many times before. But anywho, we get the gist of that. So let's fast forward a couple months after that. Have I shown these screenshots yet? No. Alright. So on 24th May 2022, they made this fake screenshot against Autumn because she doesn't say this crap and she never did. And this, like I said, it's a cropped out screenshot. There is no whole entire conversations here. And then they were attacking her on a stream. I think it was so that was live streaming. And then they were attacking her while this person was colonized by them. But they're okay now. And then they were sending pictures of their face, which isn't cool because that's exploitation. This warrior person now goes by Dakota, Prism, whatever they call themselves. And then they were using her profile picture, which is impersonation. Can I hide that? And then, like, seriously. Imagine exploiting your victims for your own gain. That's just fucking sick. That is just sick. Anywho, I'm pretty sure I posted those screenshots elsewhere if you can find it. But let's. Oh, let me go up to August. August. Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell is it? Okay, here. Then you have this dominant person admitting to impersonating pedophile Draco just because he hates him. Right? That can get him in so much trouble. He knows it. He's smart enough, but he just doesn't act smart. Here we have him submitting to his master. Mind you, Charles Creedy, aka Marty, did all that on 2021 just because he thought Discord was a dating app. If it didn't explain, he joined Koki's old server just for a quick buck. And one of the victims being or claiming that they were 14, but we found out that they lied about their age because the next year they said they were 19. And then Charles Creedy, as we'll call it, as he called himself too, joined again, trying to act like he knows everything and getting involved in people's business in the midst of it too. We knew damn well the only reason why he came on the internet was to start trouble. We know how these people are. Yeah, I have to still zoom in because it's very narrow. And he claimed that he was in Chicago, which he is in fact on the Central Time Zone. But he gave us the address 730 North Rush Street, Chicago, Illinois. And then he said he was from Sugar Creek, Missouri. So which is it? I mean, they're not too far apart from each other, but it's pretty stupid just to give a fake address. Especially when you're in the wrong. And then impersonating somebody, giving out their info. Like, even this person, the real person, Charles Creedy, is dead. Their family can sue you. This right here is a lie because he hasn't even spoken to Koki's. And when he did show up on Shiro's stream last time, what was it, 28 July 2021? And I think a couple days before this, he showed up on Draven's stream. He was banned, and we told him to get the fuck on because of all the shit he's caused. Why would you want to forgive him? That's just not happening anyway. But let me check the streamer thing and see if anybody else joined. Okay, no one else joined. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize you were backstage again. Alright, I'm back on this tab. Michelle is not on good terms with me. She told me now that she took those videos down. That she doesn't want to ever see me again. I wonder why. In fact, let's check out Michelle's YouTube video explaining her side of the story regarding Creedy's abuse. I'm gonna pull that up in a second once I'm done showing these screenshots over here. And indeed, I agree with him that you should respect her wishes, regardless of gender. Respect their wishes. Leave them alone. But did he do that? No. Now we're dealing with all these people slandering us. AKA his goons. And a lot of people claim to not know what MCE is, but the fact that you will go out of your way to lie about us means that you're not telling the truth at all, because if you know all the shit that you're saying is a lie and the origin of it after being presented with evidence so many times, but oh, we're just gonna deny that, yeah, after so many warnings, and then get backstabbed a couple times, but then still forgive them. Oh, but imagine if I were to do that. I would be, I'd be considered an evil person. See how white supremacy leeches its way into society? So people think they can get away with everything. Oh, I don't think I even said the N word too many times. Saying a word like that can be very offensive. You should be careful. And then claims that he's called almost everybody he knew an N word, and even called Draven that back then. And asked, how is that even a question? Like, that's why part of the reason why he was banned from that server in 2021. So if I tell him that he doesn't have much money to buy effing milk for N-word babies, he wouldn't appreciate it too much. Apparently, he didn't get the hint. That kind of stuff is not allowed, and it's not joking, it's not funny, because that word, which you racist piece of shit don't understand, that word has been used against our people to hurt us in every single way possible and make us feel inferior to the rest when it's actually not. Black is beautiful, so is everybody else. There's only one race, the human race. Racism is a scam, as she said. You're trying to mess with your psychology. You're trying to mess with your head. Don't buy into this nonsense. Why are you people being so difficult? You can't respect my wishes. Because you call us very nasty names. You're hateful, spiteful, and it's justice. I spent 10 years in the courts, motherfucker. Big deal. I don't deserve this. Do you think you deserve respect after you down there gave Colgis a heart attack and kept attacking after you jumped him ass in the first place? And do you think your fellow Marines would agree to your behavior? I highly doubt it. Oh, you have me here, there. I'm not gonna argue, but that was a year ago, and you shouldn't bring it up anymore. I made a mistake. I apologize, and it needs to be forgotten. Simple. Then leave us alone. I would. I'm not gonna argue with you anymore. You called me out. Leave it at that. And that's Damien stuff. Oh, and speaking of Damien, he has involvement of this slander that's being spread around. So here's a screenshot of him asking for a picture of Eve's younger sisters who are like 8 to 10 years old. I mean, that's just really good on your part, Damien. Or Miguel C. Miranda. Oh, and then we have this shit. Then we have this. Using the N word. He was being exposed as a racist all the time. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, Liam, you call this person innocent. Oh, that's in your book. But in mine, which is the truth, no, it's not. And then this piece of shit sends me his shit on an alt account. And then his account got terminated because he sent me that stuff. There was pictures of him stealing people's artwork too. Let me see. Actually, before I go any further, let me share Michelle's video from that time. And actually, I can pull up her channel. Just give me a minute. But if you want to say anything, you can go right ahead while I pull up this. Sorry, I'm muted again. Anyways, I just said, here is Michelle's first video speaking up about Charles Creedy, which is actually Marty, in person. Let me take it off cinematic mode, actually.
Creedy, you just got exposed. You talk about baby rapers, this and that, and all the other. It's videos that you and your stupid ass buddies have made up. You send it out to people saying so and so said this, so and so said that, so and so does this. Well, you know what? That's not true. That's a fucking lie. I caught you so many times, it's scary. And what you don't understand is that whenever you popped off to one girl, even though she was 28 years old and trying to make moves on her, and you scared her, literally scared her because you got too froggy and you wanted to leap and she did not want nothing to do with you. And then you wanted them to know how old she was because you didn't want to be labeled as a pedo. Well, I'm sorry. You hit on a 21-year-old, you hit on a 14-year-old, you hit on a few other people that were younger than that, and I am here to fucking put you away. And all this shit with you saying that these people called you 178 times. Which is it, motherfucker? Did they call you 178 times or did they call you 100? Because you fucking lie all the damn time. I have caught you in every motherfucking lie you ever put out there. And you know I have. You have no brains. Even just because you know big words and know what they mean doesn't mean I don't know what you're talking about, because I do. I just play dumb because I'm not no dumb bunny. I get you. Because I put away other people too, bigger and badder than you. And I'm going to tell you something right now. This shit of you talking about your fucking sperm and being on a pedo website and all this other shit and trying to invite people to get on there. Once you're on that pedo website, you dumb bastard, you are marked. So get it through your head the one person you keep talking about did not put that video on there, or whatever you said he did. He did not. Secondly, you were the one that got on there. You were the one that looked for trouble. Nobody else did. You did. Now you got trouble. So I hope every fucking cop in the world gets on this goddamn video and they watch it and listen to it. Because when you talk about your sperm, that you look for whores and you'd even pay them and all kinds of shit like that, what's it make it look like you? Trash. You are the trashiest bastard on the face of the earth. And I'm going to tell you right now, you ever hit on my daughter again, so help me God, boy, it's on. You know where I live at, I told you. You know my phone number, I fucking told you. You keep your shit up, you're going to prison, and I'm going to make sure you go to prison and get it up your ass so far that you'll never walk again. Because that right now is what you deserve. You keep doing this shit to everybody else and you try to scare the fuck out of everybody else. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. You get that Rexy bastard back on here because I'll tell him a thing or two, too. And I can send him the fucking screenshots of that shit that you posted on my DMs. Motherfucker, I didn't even erase a goddamn thing, and you know me better than that. I don't put up with none of your bullshit, and I haven't. And you wanted to quit talking on good terms? Well, you know what? I'll quit talking on good terms when you're in prison behind bars and have a big dick stuck up your ass.
So that's her side of it, which aligns with the truth. And yeah, this comment was from last year, I think. Yeah, Charles Grady is the dead man where Marty stole it from. Yes, let's check out Michelle's community posts because she has a lot. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom because she has a lot of stuff on Marty. Or is it more recent? Actually, it's more recent, but I'm gonna still do it anyway. Oh wait, there was another video actually. There was another video or maybe two I wanted to show. Actually, she did a lot of videos against Creedy. Oh, and then I hear people are saying that she's working with Draco. Like, nope. Here's all these videos against her. It's like she done like 15 of them, if not more. In fact, he's still around causing problems. And last time we got into it real bad. Real bad. So please spare me your bullshit. Where's okay, here.
You know, Greedy, what I'm sick of is that you've been on here for 5 months. And you admitted that the other day. What pisses me off even more is that you came back. Because you said you had unfinished business. No, we had unfinished business. See, you're dumb. And I don't think you really realize that almost every conversation that we had, I've got it. Okay? Except for the voice chats and stuff, because you made sure that those were deleted. So you wouldn't get caught. But see, now you're being a pussy and won't go on voice chat because you don't want nobody to hear your voice and what you sound like. Reason being is because you're playing a game here. I know that. I'm not stupid. So you think I'm dumb as a box of fucking rocks because I'm a woman. Well, I'm going to tell you something. You better go start giving me a little more credit. See, when you messaged me first, when I had that video about Draven, you told me to take it down and do all this shit. And then you turn around and said that you didn't get on there because Draven pulled you in. Well, that was a red flag anyway, because I know Draven didn't care for you anyway, and I knew he wouldn't want to pull you in there. And then you went on a little bit, and you said something about Draven again, and said that he didn't pull you in there. Okay, I believe you on that part. However, what I don't believe is that you weren't in there because you was bitching me out, and I shouldn't be getting on to him. I don't believe that at all, and I knew I was right. See, What you did was get on there to try to start trouble. And the only way you could get a hold of any of them, because they've all changed their names since the last time you were on here, except Cold Keys. You knew you could get a hold of me. And why you even got a hold of me is beyond me. Okay? But I am a little pissed at you because here you said, you weren't there to start trouble. And you're already starting it, telling me to do this and telling me to do that. When did I become your bitch? Never. That's what you did last year. You ordered me around, and you see how far I got you. It didn't get you nowhere, did it? Well, I'm telling you right now, I only live 4 hours and 20 minutes away from you. And I can always come up there and give you a swift kick of the fucking ass. One-on-one. It would be your mistake. Because you're pushing me to that point only because that you think that you're God and that you could tell anybody and everybody what to do because you don't want them to hear your voice. Well, you know what? I look at it this way. You shouldn't have gone online to begin with and started accusing the guys of being pedos and all that kind of crap. And then calling Cold Keys a baby raper. Let me tell you something about that too, skanky bastard. Since you think you're a white supremacist and all that shit and everything else in between, that makes me wonder if you're not involved in the types of shit that our government's involved in. It makes me really wonder. Are you? Are you? You need to answer that one too, and I mean that. Because you're fucking flipped out. See, in that little video that you did earlier and said it was for me, let me tell you something about that. That was one of the ones from last year, and you didn't let it play all the way through because it lasted about half an hour or so. Toward the middle part of it, you guys were supposedly been arguing all this shit, and then you told the person you was gonna fucking shoot him and all this other kind of stuff, and the next thing you know, we heard pop or bang real loud, like it was a gunshot. See, I know you got that from that Billy Bob, whatever his name was, on YouTube. I know you got that from him. Because see, I did a lot of investigation. The only thing I never found out was where you lived and your phone number or anything like that. But eventually now I'm going to, because I'm going to fucking hunt you down. I'm done. I'm done with you. And then you said that you was calling the FBI, you was calling this person, had police department working with you and all this other bullshit. You were a fucking liar. They can't do anything online no more anyway. They're too busy else doing other shit, and they can't get online and do a whole lot of stuff for you, because we've already tried that with somebody else, and it don't work. So let me tell you something. With that being said, you just need to shut the fuck up, get offline, and just stay off and leave everybody alone. The only reason why you came back was to start trouble with Draymond and Cold Keys. And the other reason that you came back, you thought you was going to get a hold of me and thought you were going to score. See, I'm married, like I told you. And I wouldn't fuck you with my worst enemy's pussy. I wouldn't fuck you if we were the last two people on the face of this earth and we were the only ones able to reproduce and keep the human race going. Our species would die out because I wouldn't mess with you, period. You're not my type anyway. And then turn around, you sent 2 love songs. What for? What was that for? That was stupid on your part. Oh, and then right before you left, the first time around, one of the last things you said to me, you said, I love you. And that's exactly what you said, but you were drunk when you said it, and I knew you were. So you're not all there, Creedy. The alcohol is eating your fucking brain. That's what it's done. And I don't give a flying fuck who hears you. I don't care if you try to get my YouTube channel taken down. I don't give a flying fuck. Thing is, you can't take my channel down. Reason being, I made those videos. And I did it on my own. I didn't take anything from anything and add to it. I didn't add music. I didn't add nothing to it. I didn't use other videos. Nothing in those. Period. So they can't actually take it down because I've done nothing wrong, dumbass. But see, if you keep harassing me, I can have you terminated. Because all I have to do is keep putting in for harassment. That's just shit that you started from last year, and then send them the 2 videos I made. See, I'm not stupid. I hang on to things that need to be hung on to. Just because you don't, and you're stupid. Okay, and then you said you had 178 fucking phone calls. I asked you for proof of the numbers. You never sent me any of the numbers. You kept saying you couldn't get them. Okay, well, excuse me. If you were being harassed, I told you from the get-go, I gave you my phone number, my real phone number. And then you popped off and said, well, you don't want to do that. I said, oh, yes, I do. I would have fought. I don't care. The thing of it is, that's how stupid you are. I wanted the phone calls from the person that was calling you. Then that way I could have raised some fucking holy hell. But no, you didn't want to do that. You didn't even want to call the police. You didn't want to get nobody involved. But they were driving you batshit crazy, weren't they? Well, you want to know something too, is that when I offer help, you better learn how to start taking it, because I don't offer help too much. But the only reason why I stuck up for cookies and stuff is because I know him. All right? I've known him a lot longer than you have. The only reason why you even came on Discord is one of your stupid buddies that when you worked at Ford Company told you, or wherever you worked at, told you that Discord was a dating site. Well, excuse me, it's not. It's for roleplay bullshit, and it's for gaming and just to chat. That's all it's for. It's not for fucking dating shit. But I got something else to say to you too. The only reason why you came in there is because you were looking for pussy. And then you also wanted to get a little kinky. Because I got some of that stuff too from where this one you asked a girl about getting to know each other a little bit better, and you said a few things off the wall that actually scared her. So I'm not telling a lie there. And I can say this too, is that that's the only reason. And don't you started to hit on, I heard you hit on my daughter, a girl named Maria, and I heard you hit on a couple other girls while you were in the process of hitting on the other. No, they didn't want nothing to do with you. You were too old for them, and you know it. But you didn't care, did you? And then you got pets out to cookies for whatever reason. They start calling him a baby raper and all that bullshit. Then you got hold of Brady. You said you talked to his mom, got all them involved in everything. Whenever it was you that was just being fucking stupid. Now I gotta say this: you better start learning how to back off, or you will contend with me every fucking moment of the day that you wake up, and every night when you go to bed. You will fucking contend with me, and I will be at your ass all the time until you leave, or until I drive you batshit crazy, you get put in insane asylum. You don't have much choice there, dude. See, you pissed me off because you're the one that called me out. And I know what you want from me, and you're not getting it, like I said. But the other reason was to trash talk the guys, and you're not going to do it. I'm fed up with you. And that's one thing I never wanted to hear. It's from you ever again. Ever, ever. I said, then you brought Draven in that too, and then you said that Draven made the phone calls, Brady made the phone calls, this person made the phone calls. You kept bringing up Justin, Billy, Bob, and Mike. And those three guys, I think you knew them, and I think they were your buddies and your little actors in your whole bullshit charade. So, all I'm saying, I'm warning you. Back the fuck off and leave. Pretty cool. Hey, Creedy. I was just trying to explain to you when I was going back up to the hospital, I can't be about 4 places at one time. My son was having problems. I had to take him to the emergency room, though they didn't fucking wait on him like they were supposed to. He ended up walking out. Autumn was left home alone, and thing of it is, she
Oh, that disconnected already. That's I'm just reading the private chat in this stream thing. Two oh eight a.m. Yeah, they're like 5 hours ahead. Anyways, I'm gonna try and get this thing back on. Yeah, kick this thing out of here. Come on, kick it. Let's try this again. I'm trying to navigate to the private chat, but that failed.
I was just trying to explain to you when I was going back up to the hospital, I can't be about 4 places at one time. My son was having problems. I had to take him to the emergency room, though they didn't fucking wait on him like they were supposed to. He ended up walking out. Autumn was left home alone, and thing of it is, she has a thing called Arnold's Chiari malformation, and it causes her to have epileptic seizures. So I had to run back home and check on her, and then run back up to the hospital, and then run back home again. So that's why I couldn't talk very well, because I was running back and forth to check on two different people. And you tell me I need to get my priorities straight? Don't go there. You couldn't do half the shit I do. Not even a quarter of what I do. Okay, then I had my stupid ass sister messaging me that she wanted to go get cigarettes and she didn't feel like walking because she's too fat and lazy actually to do it. So, with that being said, there you go. And then I had everybody on Discord messaging me. You were messaging me. All this other stupid shit. So I'm telling you, you could not multitask the way I do. You already told me you couldn't even fathom on doing it. So, anyway, with that being said, you need to shut your fucking mouth. You got me?
Yeah, so that was her side at the time. Yeah, and she also, and again, she stated that Autumn does have seizures. She's not faking them, and there is no proof of you guys having any documents that contradict it or saying otherwise. Or did you even talk to her mother? Did you talk to their doctor or anybody in the United States or in their territory to be specific? Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, back to the screenshot. So we have Darren's Marty little trolls saying disgusting shit, saying this. Like, no, that is a lie and that's gross. If I didn't want to accuse him of doing that, it just screams the fact that you are doing it. And this is another Marty alt that claimed that he was Darren. Scott McQuiston from California. I mean, if you're too much of a pussy to use your desired identity, or just some random. You gotta steal others. You're better off not being on the internet at all. Like you guys impersonating Nuclear and her mother, and then sexualizing her with deep fake AI, and you admit to it. I have that screenshot. I'll get to that a little later. Little later. And then this guy said that he had what was that, 100 victims and no, 27 victims and 100 screenshots. Like, and not one single victim stood to the stand. Not a single screenshot was produced either. So you lied again. How typical of you, Clay Party. And then you claim to be against yourself, prank calling yourself on burner phone numbers. And no, Marty, you started this, and now you have your goons doing all the work for you. I hope you're proud of what you've done because y'all are getting sued. You guys are mad about it, so you're just gonna spew whatever lies you can. And then again, she gave you advice. Like she said in that video, she gave you advice, but you chose to be an asshole. And then bribing and then threatening Koki's to do what you want. Like he doesn't have to react to your videos. That's his choice. That's Draven being disgusting. I don't know if he actually said that. I think he did. And that's Koki's stream. I have all four of them because he sent them to me at the time. And then that's when this Sonic the Hedgehog 00 started making these nasty videos. AKA Marty. That's the second part of the stream. And then this Absidy kid that I forgot what they go by now, but they were exposed as a pedophile with their own voice being admitted to it. They believe the Clay Party lies, so I'm just gonna put this out there. You know who you are. And it's funny that you got exposed as a pedophile 2 years later. Funny how karma reaches way around. That's Draco pretending to be law enforcement. That's Dominic being disgusting again. Again. Now I could go deep into this, but that's not the main priority right now. And then here we have this Fettuccine Alfredo threatening Koki. Like, hey Koki, you looking at me? Check yourself a little bit. Mad at the writers because we are rich and shit. Think about what you use and to have and what you don't have. Now, this person's grammar sucks so bad. And then I'm not reading the rest of what they said because it's just absolutely ghetto. And this is Draco using the F slur. And then is that Dominic again? Yeah. I think he spammed it twice. Like, ew. Like, no, dude, he wasn't pretending to be greedy. It was your little boy torn Marty. pretending to be him. And you knew that. You know this. Don't even try to fucking call him gringo, but he's not all white. Hmm. Yeah, slandering. That's just nice. Typical, typical. Hey, that was Charles's term, skirt. You can't use that. That's plagiarism, and you should be ashamed. Don't use skirt again. So not only does it mean to like move around things or to avoid things, it's a piece of clothing, and I bet you this guy didn't invent it. You know, the actual dead man, not Marty, who he stole his identity from. So stop being an idiot. It's not illegal to use the term. It's not plagiarism. No one owns them. Shut the fuck up. Now this Darren over here saying that he was gay lovers. He made up a lie saying that he was in a relationship with Sharon. Like, he's not like you. He was not homosexual. Oh, but here you are talking about this kind of stuff. It's a not gonna lie. You're really putting me on the spot here. Just retweet it, please. Puppy dog eyes. And then he tried getting them to apologize, but that didn't work because they're a bunch of disgusting people, and we can't want to talk about sucking. That's just disgusting. I'm not gonna put my credibility at risk by doing a video like that. All right, so Marty, aka the English teacher 2.0, which she stole another person's identity that was another Darren, but not the same sex offender Darren, but also pretending to be the same sex offender Darren, as he had the English teacher Darren McChristen as the handle, or something along the line. Alright, so he said he's not going to put his credibility at risk by doing a video like that. So, let's break that down. He doesn't want to expose himself or tell the truth of what he's done to Kogies and Bearwalker and me and everybody else in between. But don't worry, stuff has been out. And then he says, I think it's best to just blame this whole thing on just one person. It should keep the damage to a minimum, right? Wrong. Putting the blame on somebody else to cover for your own actions, that's slander, you know that. And then that's what you guys are being sued for anyway, so it really doesn't surprise me that you and then him making up a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, he didn't scare anybody, so stop making up the lie. Oh, Charles Greedy, you mean yourself? Hmm. No, I have to tell him that you're me so he doesn't come after me. Again, so you're admitting to slandering cold keys. You're admitting to slandering cold keys. For like the fifth time or something? I'm gonna keep account of this. This is 5 times so far. And here he's saying it again 6 times. And the fact that he's having playing this split personality stuff on alt accounts, I mean that's just sickening. Oh, and then bribing people for money? Huh. And then here he's talking about R-wording babies, and it's you that's doing it, Darren McQuiston. The fact that you want to talk about raping babies and accuse others of doing that and saying it's a joke. No, it's not funny. That's disgusting. Just like you. Come on, everybody knows you for that. You think people are gonna stop talking about it anytime soon? So here he is admitting to manipulating people again. Oh, you mean that soundboard that the video I just played at the beginning of the stream, where saying that he R-worded his baby's sister, and then you're gonna blame Cold Keys for that? Just for a bunch of fake stuff you guys make for shits and giggles? Who knows? You know, Marty did claim that he had a 3-year-old sister at the time. So how do I know that he hasn't done anything to her? Who cares if you're on welfare too? If you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. He's not trying to. He's taken, dumbass. But yeah, you see all this? Started by one person and you still fall for his bullshit. Yeah, and not drinking alcohol, they claim is being a pedophile. Well, I'm not heavy on alcohol. I don't even drink it. So that can't make any sense. In fact, you're less likely to act out recklessly if you're virgin drinking. So make it make sense, but you don't make sense in general. So how can I expect anything you say to make sense? Trying to do this for his own good, yet you slander him. You're not doing anything good for him. We've been telling you folks to leave us alone, and yet you haven't done it. So you're getting exposed, sued, put in prison, having lawsuits put against. This is what you wanted. Don't stop playing victim. Oh, oh no, they're suing me in court. Oh no. Oh, this is what you wanted. And then manipulate Bear Walker into believing your shit. And that you wouldn't attack her daughter again, but yet you still do. Being pessimistic. How can you be pessimistic when everything you're doing is to slander him, and it's gotten to a point where he attempted to and thought of killing himself. He was at the verge of suicide many times. We don't say the N word. Oh, stay tuned because I'm going to show some screenshots of Marty saying the N word. And that many times he's pretending to be other people while doing it. But there's an easy identification process to tell if it's a Clay Party member like Marty pretending to be an innocent person like me, Autumn Bear Walker, Shiro, Kina, everybody. Even people who barely know him, who don't know him. Like, he just go after random people. And again, the sexual talk. You're showing a lot of red flags, Data and McChrystal. How do I know that this didn't happen to you? I know that you've been doing all these crimes and then pretending to be people people that have been arrested and had mugshots and registered for this kind of crap. People like that, they all have red flags anyway. It's gotta be an uprooted, deep-seated past. Oh, I think that's the same screenshot. Oh no, that's the same conversation. Different, different time it was taken. Okay. Oh, it says 2:18 here, 1 7. Because Koki's was an hour ahead of, no, behind me. So while it was that time for him, it's that this time for him. At that time. I'm gonna get the whole thing in there. Oh shit. He pretended to be a teacher on Zoom, which he really isn't. He's just a pathetic piece of shit. Claims he's teacher. Claims he's a teacher, English teacher to be exact. If you drank a 6 pack of Budweiser and Jack Daniels thanks to yourself, wouldn't you get fired for slurring your words and being a hypocrite like what you teach? Lecture people about the English language and the language arts, but can't even master it yourself. Very interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, and here's when they impersonated nuclear. As if, oh my god. Which they're still doing today. There's like 8 accounts impersonating her. I posted a couple days ago. And YouTube refused to do anything. Like it took an entire year and a couple months to get rid of Marty. Like that says a lot. And all these other cultists still roaming around causing trouble and deaths. Oh, Michelle, you want to join? I sent the link in the group. This person is not even on. Yeah, the other person in the stream. Let me just remove him. But yeah, I see your comment, Michelle. You're absolutely right. You guys are so full of shit. They are so full of shit. You are absolutely right. The English teacher claimed that he claimed to be with our Native Americans because they said that the natives couldn't talk English for a while and that he was there to teach them. And he was honestly, for someone who's a descendant of the colonizers, whether it be English, French, Spanish, you name it, and they came into the United States and Canada and Mexico, or North America as a whole, stole everything from them, enforcing their religion and language on them. So I'm pretty sure there's almost not one native who doesn't speak English. You're absolutely right, Michelle. Oh, and then a couple minutes, like 33 minutes ago, is Black Amy Rose, Andrika Barnett was on my Twitch, the Twitch part. Like, really? No, get back on the spotlight, damn it. Okay, so that video's done. Here we go. Another slanderous lie. Those two are not in a relationship. No proof of it. It's just freaking hearsay. Oh, that's stuff against. And that's a whole nother thing. Though there was one video I did want to play. Was it this one?
Got a girlfriend, so even though she lives in North Carolina, I still talk to her on a daily basis. But since we're just help on this,
Nope, not this one.
do my part of the deal and get Draven before him actually get that. Is that a deal?
No, it wasn't this one. Wait a minute.
Belden to you if you haven't heard me. In fact, he seems like a nice kid and he's getting blamed for the wrong thing from this online bullshit for the last 4 years.
This sound.
And I can't seem to do it because
There's this one video.
he can impersonate anybody. He can make anybody impersonate anybody. He has a voice mod. He can hack into computers. He's already hacked into one of my computers, and I got rid of it because of that reason, so I don't have a computer no more. His name goes by Liam. He lives in UK. If you don't know what the sexual person is, he's capable of doing a lot of dark things. So, I'm just trying. Are you still with Draven?
Alright, so that was that one video I wanted to play. So another confirmation, even though Drake was disgusting, that about Liam's name being Liam. And then we have this shit. They're going after Autumn again with the sexual harassment. And then Draco entered her server. I remember that. So this is that other Darren that, or supposedly this is that other Darren that Marty was pretending to be. He was an English teacher or tutor, probably online tutor. Oh, nine dis. Oh, let me show this. Nine dis. I didn't realize this was all right. So that's Queen Luna getting attacked by Draco, and then we have an MCE. I forgot who this was. Was it Pennywise or Zero? Either one of them. Though Zero's not MCE, but Pennywise is. Either one of the two. They were attacking her just because she was victimized by Draco. So victim blaming, that's a nice way to go. That's a nice way to go. And then they were attacking Autumn. Bands random. No, because Play Party got into the server. It was either Callan that got in, and then Pennywise got in here impersonating Brianna Faith Brown, and then pretends to have her address, which that is it. That is her address. Then we have more people spreading awareness. Alright, so this is the Darren. This is the Darren. Registered sex. This is the Darren that Marty was pretending to be. Quite disgusting. It's very, very nasty. Let me check my Discord for. It's quite nasty. Anyways. Oh, here's the full. Yeah, that screenshot. Here's the full. So as you can see, yeah, this is a real sex offender that he pretending to be. That's his information. And as you can see, that is who Marty pretended to be. The person that people claim that's innocent and that I ruined his life. No, he did it himself. You don't go attacking people, talking about your sperm, this and that and the other. And this is Akina confronting him at the time. And the videos he was making, they were foul and nasty. Man, I can't repeat any of this, or 95% of the stuff that he was saying on those videos. And I do know they ended pretty violently. Like I'd hear gunfire. Oh, and then Marty said that he's friends with Draco and that he's cool. He is not fucking cool. This she already showed this. I showed this one. Oh, Keena and Michelle, you guys are both moderators. And he tries denying it. I mean, there's the proof in Draco is literally a whole universe of it. So that's just real nice. A peace offering my ass. And look what you've done. Look what you've caused, Marty. Look what you've caused. And he blew this chance. Okay, here's more. I forgot what the stream was. Oh, that was I see the screenshots from there. I think he was. I think probably sexually harassing somebody. And then tries blaming it on Shiro, of course. Oh, and here's Dom. I'm gonna show this Dominic. He admits to sending dick videos to London. London was a teenage. He actually no, she is a teenage girl, and then Dominic is also a teenager, and he can't be doing that, which is illegal. I wish that his state police would stand up and reply back to me. And then here he's saying the N word, and he is Eurasian. And then here he sent that video of him masturbating. Ugh, it's so disgusting. That is just it makes me want to throw up. It makes me want to fucking throw up. Honestly, people like this need to be locked the fuck up. And I had to censor it also. And then he was talking about Kylie's dead grandma. I feel so bad for her. Oh, and it's the Liam Jones unmasked. We've all seen it before. Oh, and then we got this piece of shit. Akuma Mihobichi. She was exposed for almost pretty much, except for maybe pedophilia. But stuff that Clay Party's done, you name it, she's done it too. There's a Google Drive about it, and there's the videos and everything in between. Up probably on Twitter. I know there's Twitter accounts spreading awareness about her that are designated to do it. And that's pretty stupid, damn. Quite stupid, damn. Hey, TailsEXA. I'm making you moderator too since I trust you and you. What the Okay. Oh. Nah, what the hell is this? I just got sent this shit in my DMs. Oh wow. Oh, okay. I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna put that on pause. So Xavier Dilworth. Oh shit. Xavier Dilworth is on another account called Jezebel the Fox. And then he openly admits to being a predator and doesn't care about others being predators. Let me share this. And honestly, why are you putting out nasty pictures of? That he joined a couple days ago. Of course he did. Um, yeah, report that because that's nasty. Block it. Yeah, be sure to block this. This is Xavier Oh wait. Oh, I just realized my screen is not sharing again. That's fucking. What's with this streaming service? I don't get why. Hold on. I'm trying to share my screen and it's not doing it. Okay, alright, let's see. Yeah, this is the first time I'm streaming in like 2 years, so it's gonna take a while. Oh shit. I've been streaming for an hour and a half already. Oh, oh shit. Oh, because I'm using the free version of this thing. I only have 29 minutes left. Alright, so it's gonna be short anyway. It's 10:33, so I'm not gonna be. He has mutual respect for Queen of what? Xavier Dilworth, you admitted to being a predator so many times. It's not even funny. It's funny you call yourself Jezebel, because that's exactly what you are. A freaking demon. Oh wait, this is somebody else. My fault. Or it could be an alt, I don't know. And then let's see. He admits that he's a gross degenerate freak. He's a fetishist who doesn't care if people are pedophiles. And then he supports Queen Aurora. But then turns against his cultists. That's just, I don't even know what to say. Oh, I think they're planning to document this guy. That's just fucking crazy. That is freaking insane. That is insane. Oh wow. Anyways, that's just wow. Wow. And these are the same people that were on the Vampire's YouTube channel the other day, telling her to die and saying that she deserves to die along with her pet bird. That's sick. Absolutely fucking sick. And so I'm gonna put up my screen again. Remove that. I'm sorry. Yeah, remove that. Share again. Add to scene. Transition. Should work, yeah. Alright, so back to the Darren McQuiston files of the Exposing Dangerous Cult. Yeah, I'm sharing every screenshot from 2021, 2022, early 2023 if I have time, because this thing won't let me stream for more than 2 hours. So I have like 20 something minutes left. Yeah, he's such a fucking liar, man. He had some Akuma Miko post those fake ass screenshots of him impersonating Koki's saying the most vile, disgusting thing. Oh, Charles Creedy is not a valid source. Because he did. It claims that he cannot sleep because of him. Make it make sense. You slandered him, doxed him, did this, and that. And then posting pictures of his house. And then putting it up on Reddit, 4chan, YouTube, and all these other sites. But we stay strong against you motherfuckers. We show all this to the lawyer. Precisely. People like MCE and anybody else that spreads this lie about Koki's, me, or anybody in our group, they're a bunch of fucking cultists that are spreading a whole bunch of bullshit lies. And the fact that they're gonna defend Marty, I mean, they defend Liam all the time, which is not even funny. Look, defending that's an all-time low. That's an all-time low. It's pretty fucking pathetic. Yes, me too. This other person named Hannah VTuber also had involvement in this too. Precisely. Keep drinking your Monster Energy drink, punk. Koki's never did anything wrong. It claims that it's not him. So who are you really? Who are you really, Marty Marvin? Are you really from 730 North Rush Street of Chicago, Illinois? Yeah, that's his area. That's part 3, I believe. It is Miko posting bullshit. Like, that's clearly Marty talking about sex and pretending to be Shiro. And he has a whole entire Twitter account admitting to it. Let me zoom in close. This is the shit that Marty was saying, pretending to be Koki's about these, and that's just fucking. Like, Marty or Darren, just that's what you want to call yourself. You're the one pretending to be sex offenders. Yet you frame Shiro. It says a lot about you and your cult. It really does. And honestly, I think it's fucking pathetic that you do all this and all the shit that you have pulled. And this is Bear talking also. Yeah, and this is more proof that he's being impersonated. And this is not the first time it's happened. This skanky bitch. We tried talking to her, but she refused to accept the truth. Yeah, and that's a fun fact. Marty Moose Militia was being impersonated by Mouse Militia. So it's like, and claims that he's his roleplay father slash idol. That's the real Marty Moose. He's also a sick bastard. No better than freaking Marty Mouse. And then ask him for his Discord. Why don't you ask him yourself, pussy? And then he goes after Speedy Blue, or went after. And that's Draco. Yeah, why not get info on yourself, Draco? Why not yourself? Why not? You'd be interesting. And then here's Marty. And then this was part of a ongoing conversation, like 40 to 50 replies. I took screenshots of it months later. And then he's like, oh, he's claiming that he wanted to end it in 2022, but 2025, he's still doing this stuff. Or his. And he's saying, "Oh, I'm getting justice for the pug." For what? For being taken care of? And no, nobody baited successfully Koki. No, that never happened. And you didn't show any proof. Like I said, where's the proof, Marty? You fucking dumbass. Okay, so so he says, "Did you read our belief of you?" So the real definition of the word belief means to think of something and say it while you know for a motherfucker it is not true. So this translates to, did you read our statement that we know it's not true of you? And then he tried saying the N word but failed. And then tried getting him to post the link. And then being bossy and demanding it. Like, hell no. And then I think he was gender discriminating this person, Yabakaza. And then acts like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. These people are so stupid. It's so funny. Oh, Bear's here. Hey, Bear. Howdy do. Yeah, hopefully you remember this when Marty was doing all this shit. I'm sure you do. And the rest of his little goons too. Because I remember somebody said, and Zexio said that he's still raining terror, but he did nothing about it. Literally sat there with him in those group chats with other MCE members, hacking people's accounts and shit, and then extorting people. Yeah, they hacked it, and then he admitted it too. And it was like 3 days. It was exactly 3 days after they hacked her Instagram, and that happened 3 days after he hacked and four of my Twitter accounts. Exactly. I'd love to see that happen because then he's gone. Every single thing, day by day, minute by minute. Literally, not only that, they keep saying that she's lying about her disabilities, but yet we show proof and they crop out the screenshots completely or mostly all the way, and then frame us as predators. Exactly. And then claims that I groomed somebody, but doesn't show any proof. And that's the same person that was going around letting Queen Aurora talk shit on his channel. You think I didn't see that? I got that screenshot too. Like, he's literally running to these people just to smear campaign us. And they didn't provide any mugshot. Yep. But they're just, and you have every right to do that. And he was driving drunk that one night too. Yeah. Yep. They just don't want to admit when they're wrong. Exactly. Yep. Sure, he's not a hardcore white nationalist. Well, that's, but then again, Marty had Confederate flags, Nazi flags, swastikas, and Nazis on his channel and profile. So he's just looking in the mirror, projecting. And then they threatened me with pizza a couple months ago. I'm like, just I could track the order. That's why you had to move because they sent like, and then one of their goons literally drove up to your house and took a picture of it or found a picture of it. It was Marty that did that because he's posted on his community post. He did the same thing to Shiro's apartment. I'm surprised he didn't. I think he had to move too. Also, yep. Yeah, cunt that's lying about Autumn. And then he claimed that I ruined Marty's life. But no, Marty ruined his own life by doing the shit that he's done. And then says that he's a kid. I'm like, it doesn't excuse the fact that he did all this shit. And here he is being transphobic and then racist, saying that this Eurasian person should make them tacos. Like, what the hell? Oh, I remember. He literally had a channel called what was it? It was called Grand Wizard Sonica, and there was another one that had my full government name on, and it had a picture of a black person with flies, and then there was another one he made called the Queen Sonica the Monkey 19. Oh, Mariana. Yep. hmm They're just little pansies. Yeah, true, it is. They even hit on cold keys. Yep. Yeah, I have. Yeah, me and Shira have a lot of the stuff also. And we all have a class action lawsuit, shared a lawyer. So anything that happens to us, we can just report it. Yeah, and it's like these people. I'm like, they're lying, 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 and it's like poor Autumn. She was suicidal, and they claim that she was baiting of suicide. Like, no, it's actually. These tectonic plates are moving. I remember when that happened in my area last year. It was like 4.8.